Everybody. Oh, yeah. Give me your number and I'll call and I'll drive that ass to the mall. That song's way too inappropriate, dude. All right. Welcome to the Dupree Show. You know what I mean? Self-conscious about being too loud in the mic. Yes! Yes! Episode 51. Let's get it popping. Hey. Now stay woke. Let it in it. They gon' bite it. Low down in it. Ooh, now stay woke. Hey. That kind of hit though, huh? I don't know, dude. I'm biased, dude. Trying to find a good theme for the show, you know. We ain't got it like that yet to have rapper friends, you know what I mean? Trying to get that rapper money, you know what I mean, dog? So we resort to Artlist.io, dude. I don't know, man. It's a good little chill, John. Ooh, ooh. So yeah, dude. You ever I don't know, maybe salespeople will be able to relate to this, maybe other people not as much. Y'all ever have a meeting or something booked and you're just kind of damn hoping that the prospect doesn't show up? Makes no sense, because my bread gets better the more you show up. But you just get that little, I don't know what it is. I think it's probably human hardwiring that hates even the chance of rejection so much that even if we have an outsized chance to get something out of the interaction, the reptilian brain almost wants to just eliminate all chance of rejection before even a sizable gain in life. You know what I mean? I don't know. It might just be me. I might just be pussy. You know what I mean? You know, hey, dog. What's up, dog? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come see everybody. Hey. Come here. But yeah, man, you come out on the other side of one of those meetings. Let's say you had a good interaction, or even better, dude, you close them and you get that check. Hey, Jasper, come here. Come here. Come here. Come show yourself. Come here. It's difficult, dog. So he likes to come under the table and rest his head on my thigh, and then sometimes he'll come up. He just left. I swear to God, man, that dog. So I just got out of a meeting on the Zoom, right? And the dog, this little guy Jasper, he's a piglet. You know, that damn dog would eat himself to death in -3 seconds if you let him. You follow me? That damn dog would eat. I'm trying to come up with one of those Southern sayings, you know, like the Southern grandpa sayings, but I can't really just do that. You know, I have to copy other people's expressions, and obviously there's only a limited scope of circumstance where you could use that. But, you know, maybe you could go over to buses and use a few of them. You know what I mean? I remember we had an offensive line coach in college at Samford, and his name was Coach Bostic, Coach Boss. Okay, big Georgia boy, big dude. The offensive lineman, one of my best buddies in the world, was in that offensive line room, and he would come out of a one-on-one with Coach Boss, and we'd be like, how'd it go? And he's like, just talked about mac and cheese the whole time. You know what I mean? Just talked about the brisket over at damn, what's that place called? You got, in Birmingham, Alabama, you got Moe's Barbecue. Best wings I've ever had to this day. I've eaten wings in Buffalo, New York, that are up there, but they're buffalo wings. Moe's Original Barbecue has this rub they do their wings in, and it's like a light rub, but it's smoky and it's sweet and savory, very tasty. And they have a lot of meat on their wings, so they're a lot juicier. You know, some wings are good when they're fried real deep. Like, I love some wings that are twice fried. They got a joint in Birmingham called Oak Hill, and it's like a little bar. I don't know if it's still there. I'm sure it is. Down there close to Soho, down in Homewood, Alabama. And they had some double fried wings that were just stupid, and they would put some Alabama white over top of them too. But yeah, you got Moe's Original Barbecue, best wings I've probably ever had on a consistent basis. And they had this sauce that it wasn't ranch, but it definitely had ranch in it. And it's like almost like the same color as cane sauce, but not the same thing. It was runnier. It wasn't like yum yum sauce, but it would, you know, kind of compare it to, I don't know, dude. It was so good. The sauce you dip the wings in, just second to none. You know what I mean? Second to none. Oh yeah, I was thinking about Saw's. That's the other barbecue joint in Birmingham. Saw's, and they got multiple Saw's locations, but some of them have different. This is in Birmingham, Alabama, by the way. Some of them have different menus, and so you got like you got the Saw's in Homewood. You got the Saw's Juke joint. Completely different menu. Yeah, dude. Pretty cool. I'll talk about barbecue till the wheels fall off, baby. You know what I mean? I don't have a smoker yet, though. I haven't gone in on that type of thing yet. And it's really because I need to get there's an area I have in my backyard that I think would be prime for a little barbecue setup, but I just got to get it paved down, man. Got to get it paved down. And, you know, I get so busy with work during the day, I just, you know, it's easy to put something like that on the back burner. So I don't have my own barbecue yet. I'd love to start smoking meats. Pause. I'd love to start doing that and trying to get a good fresh cut of brisket, big block of meat, you know, and just smoke that thing till you got that little red ring around the brisket. That's how you know if you get brisket at a barbecue joint, you know it's cooked the right way if it's it's a little red ring around the meat. Just it's very easy to see. But it's got this little red ring around the meat, and that's how you know that whoever cooked that shit deserves a standing ovation. So, I see the combines going on, man. I was like, shit, I know we're in the last week of February. I know March is typically when the combine happens. I was like, shit, we're seeing this pretty early these days. You know what I mean? But we get to hear from Duke Tobin, the de facto GM of the Cincinnati Bengals, and hear his thoughts about the season, hear his thoughts about how he sees contract talks with key players. Right? It's the first time we're hearing from these guys, man, from the Cincinnati Bengals front office since the season ended. Big deal. You know what I mean? Big deal, because these guys run from the media like a damn crack addict runs from the cops, dude. And that's facts. Because I don't think the Bengals, for a lot of their existence, have been a serious franchise. Tell me I'm wrong. I want to see the franchise succeed more, just as much as anybody out there who's the biggest fans. Like, you're talking to someone that grew up on this shit, and there's thousands of other people that did too, tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands, growing up in the same area as Cincinnati, northern central Kentucky. But Duke, I thought some of his words were encouraging. I really did. Here's something he said.
And we already have. We know our defense wasn't good enough.
Right?
It couldn't get stops when we needed it. Couldn't protect leads. It didn't get off the field. And then, in critical moments when the game was on the line.
Was dinging.
And we already have. We know our defense wasn't good enough. It couldn't get stops when we needed it. Couldn't protect leads. It didn't get off the field. And then, in critical moments when the game was on the line, it didn't rise to the occasion. 4th and 16 against Kansas City. That's one play. We win one game. Now we're in the playoffs. But that's countless games throughout the year. Whether it's our offense converting a first down to run the clock out to win the game. Whether it's our special teams converting a field goal to win the game. Multiple times. A fumble going into the end zone. All the things that happened. It was a crazy year. We're a championship level team that didn't get an opportunity, and that irritates us. It irritates all of us. It irritates our fans, and we're not happy about it. And we're going to attack the offseason to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Dude, hey, man. I always thought that when Duke Tobin got in front of a microphone that I want to kill myself. I don't want to kill myself after watching that. In fact, the opposite. I'm fired up. Hey, puppy. Come here, puppy. Puppy. This damn dog, man. Show these people how good you know how to mind me. Y'all remember that video? That dog named Joby, dude. And the guy standing on the beach, he goes, dog, show these people, Joby, how good you know how to mind me. Get over here. The real southern guy. Come on over here. Come here. Hey, come on up, dude, please. He's a fucking asshole. Yeah, he's come here. Come on here, Joby. Come here. Show these people how good you know how to mind me. Oh, hell. And the dog just staying over where he's at, playing on the beach or whatever. Oh, hell. He just kind of got to get situated. Yeah, he kind of just got to do it on thing. Yeah, Joby, come here. Come here now, dog. Oh, damn, dog. And then the dog runs out into the water, starts shitting. He goes, oh, Joby, that's the nastiest thing. And then the dog steps in the shit in the water. He's like, I ain't no taking no damn shitty dog home with me. He said the dog stepped in the shit. He goes, oh, good night. Good night. I ain't taking no damn shitty dog home with me. Oh, I see some Aguilians out there over here by the beach now. They damn Aguilians been around since the damn Stone Age. You know what I mean? Them damn Aguilians, they been down here scoping me up, scoping me out, trying to figure out if I gotta bring that damn onions back there to the thing. You know what I mean? That's a bit I'm working on. So yeah, Duke Tobin, dude, good talking points. Whoever the hell wrote out that speech for him, hey, got me fired up. See, because Bengals fans are pissed off, man. Bengals fans are pissed the fuck off. More so, I would argue, than at any point in the franchise's history. Why? Because you finally got a championship team. Championship caliber team. And we don't make the fucking, it's like a carrot. It's like you dangling a carrot right in front. Oh, dude, check it out. This team, you know, the football guys are saying, oh, dude, hey, these guys, hey, they make some plays, but they sure know how to make a fan base want to commit suicide on a weekly basis. You know what I mean? That's the 2024 Cincinnati Bengals. I will never forget the 2024 season because I felt more heartbreak during the 2024 Bengals season than all of my romances in my lifetime combined. That's just what it is, man. I care about this team. I care about the city of Cincinnati. Cincinnati deserves a championship team. They do. A lot of people on X, Twitter, you know, I ain't been checking X as much lately. I don't know why that is. A lot of people on X, other fans, they started to pile on the Bengals there at the end of the, you know, when we find out we weren't going to make the playoffs. A lot of fans started piling on. Denver fans were talking shit. Chargers fans, for whatever reason, I know they beat us, were talking shit. Obviously Ravens fans, obviously Chiefs fans, Bills fans were coming in, talking some shite. You know what I mean? And it just, and they were saying like Bengals fans are the most unlikable fans on the internet. And it's like, dude, we probably are unlikable because we're fucking pissed off. You know what I mean? Like we're very, very agitated about how this past season went. This is the best offense in football. It's not even close. Bengals got the best offense in football. So I don't know, man. Like, we've got a history of making some really goofy fucking draft picks. Goofy draft picks, bro. There's like a graphic that showed the last 10 first rounders that the Bengals have taken. You got Burrow in there, great, but how can you miss on that? Chase, great. I remember the fucking draft debate between, because I remember the Bengals either could have addressed the offensive line, and this was, hell, 4 years ago. So Bengals offensive line, you still subpar. You know what I mean? You still bad. 4 years later, it shouldn't take that long to fix a position group. But just, dude, some absolute, I don't have my phone to look at it, some absolute flops. Like, I'm talking like you got Burrow, Chase, and then maybe one more guy that I'm not remembering. And then the other 8 guys are just, oh, Mims was on there. Amarius Mims. So he's the third productive guy. The other 7, I know bona fidely goofy draft picks. goofy. Billy Price, the center out of Ohio State. Y'all remember him? 53. Oh, there was some, what's that kid's name? Oh, man, I don't want to get it wrong, but just some goofy draft picks by the Bengals in the last 10 years. Goofy. Borderline, like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? So all that to say, I don't know about my faith in the Bengals having a good, competent draft this year, but all it takes, man, is just draft good this one time, and we'll have rings. Well, if draft good, sign the guys, we got ring. That's all we want. But I like hearing that Duke thinks we got a Super Bowl competitive team. I agree with that. It's just the defense and the front five on offense. And really, you already got one of the front five figured out. Mims is damn road grader, dude. He's a absolute stud muffin. Beef Castle, big boy, great dude. You know what I mean? Okay, yeah, so that's kind of what's going on, combine stuff, that kind of thing. I'd love to see what my 40 time would be these days. It would probably be, I'd probably be disappointed with whatever it is. I'd like to just be sub 5 if I could. Damn, when I got to Samford, dude, I was about 215 pounds as a linebacker, and they told me, they were like, okay, you're going to need to gain some weight to play. And so I got my biscuit ass up to 240, and that's just slower than shit. Couldn't cover damn side of a barn. I was so slow. Hit like a Mack truck. Get me out in space, especially if it's on like a slot receiver. No. Getting my ankles turned over, dude. Turned over. You know what I mean? So, I got up to 240. Felt horrible, too, by the way. Like, looking back on it, felt horrible. But all that to say, as a high school prospect, the fastest 40 I ever ran was a 4.69. That was the fastest I ever ran. And I think it was timed by hand, so could have been 4.8. You know what I mean? Like one of those. But recorded at a prospect camp, I did 4.69. By the time I was in college, I got up to 240 pounds. Dude, I'd be surprised I was breaking 5.2. I was slow, dude. At linebacker, mind you. I was slow. But now, I'm about at that 210 mark. Lowest body fat I've ever had for sure. Eating the cleanest I've ever eaten, and it's not even close. Not drinking alcohol. Focusing on stretching, recovery, mind work, spirit work. I don't know, man. You put me, you let me put that left knee down, that right hand on the flow, back right leg straightened out, and you get that damn left arm in a runner's pose, and you pop out. Dude, I remember training to run for the 40. So on the 40-yard dash, you want that right hand on the floor. You want that left hand back in like that runner stance. And you'll see the guys do it this week. They put that right knee down or left knee down, right hand on the floor. So you got your 2 points of contact there. You got the back right. In this case, for me, it was the back. It was the right leg. You got the back leg outstretched. And then that first 10 yards, your head's down. You're staying in that same spot. You're not. And then as you get past the 10, your torso starts to work up. And then by like the 20, 25-yard mark, you're in full tilt, straight up, wilding out. Because I saw Big Cat running a 40 over at Barstool headquarters, dude. Big Cat ran a 5.6 40, 5.69 or something like that 40, and he just could have set it up a lot better. You know what I mean? Like he could have got a good runner stance, like I was talking about, and then when he came out on the 10-yard break, he was just like high as a kite. You know, so if I could maybe, you know, get in Big Cat's corner and tell him like, hey, right hand on the flow, left knee on the flow, outstretch that back right leg, get that left arm cocked up like you're ready to go, get in that position, freeze for a second, and bang. You do that 10-yard get out. That 10-yard get off on the 40-yard dash is the most important aspect of the whole 40. It's that first 10 yards where you can either shave a lot of time or add a lot of time. Because if I come out of that, if I'm running a 40 and I come out of that runner stance and I just pop right up, and now I'm going to have to work a lot harder to get that momentum. Whereas if I'm low, heads to the ground, I'm still bent as if I was in that stance. I just popped out of it, and I'm leaning forward, and I'm gaining momentum, and my mass is compact, and it's moving through space in the most aerodynamically optimal fashion. You're gonna shave some milliseconds off that 40 time just from that 10-yard get off. That's what I use to run an alleged. I spat all over that mic. To run an alleged 4.69 in high school. You know, I don't know. It's cool. The L drill in football used to always confuse me. I got the hang of it, but I didn't know on the L drill that you need to. I didn't learn this till college. That this, like, let's say I'm running over here, I'm planting, and then I'm going back here, I'm planting, and then I'm coming back. When you get to the cone on each lateral side of the L drill, you want that same hand and that same foot to touch over. Because if I cross my left leg over and touch it over on the right side, I'm going to waste movement. And I was really bad at that in football. I wasted a lot of movement at the linebacker position, just taking false steps. You know, when the ball snapped, like my right foot would go backwards to get that momentum to plant forward. And it's like, no, you got to be on the balls of your feet and just move forward without having to take a step back, you know, because you're off balance and your body needs that support to plant back before you can drive forward. You know what I mean? So the L drill was always confusing. And it's like, dude, in college, like we would do these drills in the off season, and like if one toe was sideways, like coach stopping the whole drill, you're getting the ass chewing because you can't pay attention to detail, you know. So you know, a little bit of trauma from Boysen in that regard, because you know sometimes my brain don't work too good, and I just try to get out there and do the thing, and then sometimes I forget about the details and get yelled at by a big scary football coach. You know what I mean? Just grab your face mask, your headbutt you, be like, "What the fuck are you doing? Why?" That's what, dude. That's what one of my coaches used to do. Like if you fuck something up real bad on a play, he'd rush you, dude, and he wouldn't make eye contact. He would look up, and so he would run up to you and be like, "Why? Why? Why?" Yeah, then he would like. It was kind of fire. Like I still talk about it. Obviously, he like go around the locker room like before the game, and like the only thing he would say is like, "Do your job, do your job, do your job, do your job." You know, and it was like, you know, I'm trying, man. You know what I mean? doing my best to do the job, you know. Oh, yeah. Hey, puppy, come here. Come here. Come here. Camera shy bastard. Come here. So he knows that I want him to come up here, and so he's like acting like a little hard to get lady right now. Just like, oh, you know, like that kind of annoying shit. You know what I mean? It's like, I know you like me. Just come here. You know what I'm saying? Was that aggressive? I don't think so. Could have been. You got your nose right here, man. You might as well get on camera, G. Come here, G. Backs away. I'm going to spend this whole damn podcast trying to get this dog to get in my lap so y'all can see him. Clips of the week. Here we go.
Nephew, I need me a piece of cake and a Red Bull.
What?
I'm just trying to stay young, you know.
Man, watch out. You
laughing, I'm so serious. I'm saying I drove last time. Who that there?
Oh, that's our neighbor over there.
Damn, how old she is?
Chill, huh? She too young for you.
Shit, you old enough to use the microwave, you old enough to get hit.
What?
That's
I
hard.
like my bacon crispy and she looked fresh out some grease.
You gotta chill.
Hey there, sweetheart.
Oh,
Hey. What's your name?
oh, she too young for you, fam.
Michelle. Well, Michelle, normally when my pancake turn brown, I flip them and you look redder to me. What in the world? Oh, hell. Going on, nephew, going on.
Oh, man. Oh, hell no. Dude, he was... I mean, how do people come up with shit like that? What did he say? Normally when my pancake... No, I can't... Oh, hell no. Oh, dude, I can't even... What did he say? My pancake turns brown, I flip it? Oh, I'm weak. How did people come up with that shit? You know what I'm saying? Like I heard this guy on Instagram. He's I think his name's Justin Stagner. He does a phenomenal job, dude. He makes these videos about like Southern grandpa sayings, and it reminds me of a lot of the shit that my college coaches used to say all the time, like Coach Bostic. I talked about him earlier. He would say, and I think this is why he would say, well, it'd be like watching film or something, and you know, talking about scheme or whatever, and Coach Boss would say, "Well, Gordy, you've known that since Moby Dick was a minnow." Southern sayings, dude. And so this guy on Instagram, Justin Stagner, he does a good job. He's got these Southern grandpa sayings reels, and there's a couple I remember. He was talking about like use as pretty as a speckled puppy, you know, that one's decent. And then he was like, hell, I'd screw her shadow on a gravel driveway. That one's fire, dude. That's a good one. And then I think another one, tough as a $2 steak. You gotta say steak like a tough as a $2 steak. And then there's like, you know, she couldn't sing shit if she had 2 turds tucked in between each cheek or something like that. Probably bots execution, but you know what I mean? It's just kind of, but damn, dude, I mean, she too old for you, huh? I'm trying to listen to that again.
Nephew, I need me a piece of cake and a Red Bull.
What?
I'm just trying to stay young, you know.
Man, watch out. You
laughing, I'm so serious. I'm saying I drove last time. Who that there? Damn, how old she is?
chill, huh? She too young for you.
Shit, you old enough to use the microwave, you old enough to get hit.
What?
I like my bacon crispy and she looked fresh out some grease.
You gotta chill.
Hey there, sweetheart.
Oh,
Hey. What's your name?
oh, she too young for you, fam.
Michelle. Well, Michelle, normally when my pancake turn brown, I flip them and you look redder to me. What in the world? Oh, hell no. Going on, nephew, going on.
Who that there? Yeah, dude. I wish I had a black uncle. That'd be cool. You know, you just have someone that you kind of cut up with, maybe roll a backwood, because, you know, he would probably know how and I don't. You know, that'd be cool having a black uncle. You know, I think that that relationships like that, they're not as common as you think. You know, you got kind of uncle to do hood rat shit with. You know what I mean? White or black or Asian or native. You know, I'm sure there's some real G Native American uncles out there. You know, we got to bring back the Redskins, dude. What we got next? That is the damnedest thing. I don't know how long it's been since he, dude. Now you got to come on screen and explain yourself. Come here. All right. So this guy right here, do you have anything to say for yourself? You've affected this production, and I don't think, maybe you'll even it out. You're trying to leave right now. Maybe you'll even out your contribution to this episode by showing your face, finally, okay? But do you want to tell the listeners why they've been looking at the wall for the past however long minutes? You don't have anything? You're trying to leave? You're not leaving until you tell me, brother. What happened? You gotta talk into the mic. Your phone's on the charger, and I moved the charger, and it moved the phone. Thank you for coming clean, brother. You can go on now. So yeah, sorry about that. I don't know how long the camera's been doing that for. But yeah, my dog just, phone's hooked up to the charger, and my dog just brushed the charger there and moved the phone. So I don't know how long we've been off, but anyway, I don't know how to come back from that. This was actually Scrim from Suicide Boy's wedding. I'll show it again now that I'm back on screen.
Special, bro. Now let's set it off in this motherfucker. Let's go.
Trash bag. Yeah, so as I was saying, first viral clip of the show. I have that song to thank for. You look into Boosie's catalog, dude. You know what I mean? It's got what you need. You know, they say that I'm crazy. 'Cause I pistol whipped that for 40 minutes straight. Ram my off up your face. Said I was in the coat. I be my murder case. They must forgot I'm the reason the whole hood, they think I'm crazy and get baptized. Call me Rambo in that south side. Straight to school, but in the streets I was baptized. Jail charges back to back, they like old crazy ass Dupree Dupe. If you was facing that Nina, you would get loaded too. Business minded, now I'm shining, make this shit so real. Something, I ain't got no 360 deal. Rapped about the court system, 'cause that's how I feel. Do wrong, I tell you about it. It's how it is. Do that make me crazy? Huh? They say that I'm fire track. That one's good too. You know what I mean? I've been listening to a lot of Migos lately. A lot of the Migos. What are you licking on, dude? You trying to mess with my camera setup more than one time in the last 40 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to need you to either lay down here or get to stepping. You know what I mean? Come lay down here or get to stepping, Jasper. Come here, brother. He's standing right under my damn tripod. He wants attention. This damn dog, he wants attention so bad that he's smart enough too. He probably knows if I mess with Dad's camera setup while he's shooting his podcast, then maybe he'll stop podcasting. I ain't gonna stop. I ain't never gonna stop. Thank you to William Montgomery for that one. Yeah, it's crazy. Dude, I got to hang out with William Montgomery for like 10 minutes. And that was amazing. Kill Tony guy, probably one of my favorite comedians ever. Yeah, that was cool. I don't know why I said that, but you know. Yeah. So yeah, Scrim from Suicide Boys. He had Boosie at his wedding. Scrim and the Suicide Boys are New Orleans based, so that makes a lot of sense. It's pretty cool to see. You know what I mean? Next one.
Oh, fuck Tunica. Fuck Tunica, Mississippi, and the goddamn casino. Cocksucking motherfucker took all my goddamn money one motherfucking night, man. Laid up in there, man, got so goddamn drunk. I won a little money, man. I got up real good, man. I said, man, I got real drunk. I'm at the goddamn blackjack table, man. I'm tearing their ass up. Man, I'm getting drunk as a skunk. Blackjack. Drunk as a skunk.
That's fire.
I looked up, I done ran out of everything. No chips, no money, no nothing. I looked at this goddamn bill. I said, bitch, what the fuck going on in this motherfucker? She said, it's over with. You can go to the goddamn, but I don't want no goddamn food in this motherfucker. I want my goddamn money back. Man, ever since that night, man, fuck Tunica, Mississippi, man. Man, fuck the goddamn boat, man.
Fuck Tunica, man. Hey, man, out there about down there, Tunica, Mississippi. Fuck Tunica. How I'm feeling. Took all my goddamn money. Fuck Tunica, Mississippi. I ain't had nothing. I ain't had nothing. Give me a knuckle. Give me a damn. Damn, dude. That sounded really suspect. I would say give me a nickel. Give me a Nalcom. You know what I mean? I want to clear that up. You know? Just show respect. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Fuck Tunica. Go to the goddamn blackjack table. I was drunk as a skunk. Drunk as a skunk. I really think that a lot of these clips are just like good practice for me to like create a bit. You know what I mean? There's this comedian on Instagram. I think I showed him last week. Alex Morrison Comedy. He's absolutely killing it. That's where I got the Igualians from. He was calling iguanas Igualians. And he's I think he's a Mississippi guy. So I guess, and that last guy is probably a Mississippi guy too, where it's like you're right next to Memphis, Tennessee. And so you guys know about, they made the Memphis rap or the Memphis accent kind of mainstream with like Glorilla. You know what I said? Because he talk about my nerves. You know, I popped up my nerve. You know, so they like, so this guy, this Alex Morrison Comedy guy, he kind of integrates the like Memphis, you know, accent, but it's like country, but then it's kind of like, I wish I had pulled another clip of his. I mean, every clip you could find of him, you could put on the show. But yeah, I think I'm just trying to find bits to put together. You know what I mean? It's just fun. All right, here's one of Justin Stagner's clips. He's good, man. This is a good one. It's bushy.
Ain't a road trip unless we stop at buses.
This is a whistle, dude.
Stop at buses, go in there and get me a big barbecue busted sandwich. Take a big bite into it and let that busted juice drip down my lips. Woo! Guys, if you ain't tried it, I highly suggest buses.
The whistle, dude. The whistling, dude. Bushes. How do you even whistle and talk like that? You know, like Herbert the pervert from Family Guy. Chris, how do you whistle like that on the S? Chris, would you like to come down for a cupcake and a glass of wine? He's like flipping through the TV channels, and it's like, and now back. He's like trying to figure out what to watch. It's like, and now back to the Little League World Series. Jackpot! Oh, dude. Damn, y'all hear that? My damn water bottle just about burped. Anyway. Yeah, how do you whistle at the end? I'm trying to do that for real. Bushes. Hey, Chris. Oh, dude, Family Guy. I don't know. I think Family Guy started to become underrated. Okay. Now we got some, just some light little talking points. Marshawn Lynch, his pregame ritual the day before playing in the Super Bowl. I got 3.5. Heavily medicated myself. Got some good bud. I think way more football players, past and present, smoke weed than the average civilian is led on to think they do. A lot of football players smoke weed. When I was in college, I was scared shitless to smoke weed because it stays in your system longer. And frankly, dude, I swear, he better not have moved that camera again. You gotta stay put. If you're gonna walk around, you can't be messing with my camera setup, dude. So yeah, I think a lot more football players smoke weed while they're playing, and I think it's coming to light more now. Like, we know about Calvin Johnson, one of the greatest of all time. We know about Percy Harvin. I think Percy Harvin's in the discuss. I know his career was maybe shorter than it should have been. Percy Harvin was one of the fastest football players in terms of straight line speed that I've ever seen play football. I think he is up there in the kick return discussion. Obviously, I think Devin Hester is the king of punt and kick returning all time. But dude, Percy Harvin, he could be up there. I might be biased, but because I grew up watching Percy Harvin play. But Percy Harvin smoked weed before every football game. Every single football game he smoked before it. And I even knew some guys on my team in college that would swear by having a sesh before practice every day. I don't know how, I never did it, so I can't really conceptualize how it would help, but I could see how it could, if that makes sense. I can't conceptualize by experience that smoking weed before a high-stress event like a football practice, and it was high stress for me because every day I'm trying to prove myself. You know what I mean? Some guys that maybe are more proven, more talented, they might not feel as much pressure on a day-to-day basis. But college football is a damn business, dude. And back then it was a business. Now it's like, it's basically minor league pros, But it doesn't surprise me at all Marshawn Lynch smoked before a game. Number one, we know him today, right? He's retired, so he can kind of speak more freely about that kind of stuff. And then number two, it's like, I think a lot of football players deal with the pain they accumulate from playing such a violent game by smoking. It helped me. Helped me a lot. Continues to help me at times. And some of these guys, like I was so scared to smoke during college because let's say I'm unlucky and I go out on a wild hair and I smoke, that's going to be in my system for at least 14 days. What if the NCAA pops in to do a surprise drug test on everybody? You can't darken the doorstep of a collegiate facility for 365 days if you fail a drug test with any substance, literally any substance. If it picks up and the NCAA happens to test you while it's in you, you're not doing anything with the team for a year. So that was scary for me. So I never smoked weed as a football player. But you know, like in high school, I broke my one of these bones in my forearm just clean through, dude. And what do they give to me? They give me a bunch of painkillers. You know, and it's like we're saying that's okay. I think this is going away, but this is at least when I was a player. It's like the painkillers are okay if you're coming off surge, but God forbid you smoke weed. You know what I mean? And then obviously it stays in your system longer than the other stuff. Okay, next one. Alabama wide receiver coach Jamarcus Shepard called out last year's entire wide receiver room for having weak-ass haircuts and no dog. Well, I noticed this while I was looking at the other clips during the show. Look at my boy's top right forehead. I hope it's not disease or something, you know, to make me sound like an asshole. But he's saying the receivers got weak-ass haircuts. Look, I'm all for riding somebody's piece. It's my favorite thing. I'm doing it right now because look at my boy. Look at my boy's top right forehead. Looks like the barber was a little errant with the clippers. I hope it's not disease. Please don't crucify me if it's disease. This is a children's program. You know what I mean? Weak-ass haircuts and no dog. So here's I guess the full thing. I'm not sugarcoating. It's a telltale sign our two receivers who have the most production in the room are the two taking notes right now. It's a telltale sign that's how it is. I'm sick of this shit. So, coach. I'm sick of this shit. Coach. The ball goes in the air. We've got to want it. Everybody want to be cute. All these weak-ass haircuts y'all got. Shit all pristine and shit. Ain't nobody got no dog in him. Oh, so he's... Okay, I get what he's doing. So he's saying that the Bama wide receiver room, he's calling their haircuts weak, but he's saying they're weak because they're all put together. They're worried about looking good. He wants them to be more bait. You know what I'm saying? So he's saying y'all got weak-ass haircuts, all pristine and shit. So maybe, yeah, you know, because we were talking about, you know, his piece in the, you know, 30 seconds ago, his piece was all beat up. Maybe having a beat up haircut, having a beat piece equates to being a dog. You know, if your piece is cat, but you're a damn good ball player, you say, well, you know, well, coach, I'm just focused on being a good ball player. I don't really care about looking all good. That's what a coach wants. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like y'all all pristine and shit. Y'all smell all good and shit. I remember one time my dad, I was in like 8th grade. I was like going to a dance or something, I think. And I had put cologne on. And I think my dad drove me. Or somewhere along the line, he like ran into me and smelled me. He was like, "Are you wearing cologne?" And I was like, "Well, yeah." He was like, "That's gay. You want to smell good?" He was like outraged. "You want to smell good?" Hey, it's kind of similar mentality. It's like, man, I just want to show up and work, coach. Don't give a fuck about none of that other shit. Don't give a fuck about hoes. Don't give a fuck about money. I just want to play ball. You know what I mean? Don't give a fuck about no Bentley. Don't give a fuck about no red bone. You know what I mean? I just want to play. I didn't want to show up and play. You know, so I mean, maybe that's something to look out for, dude. Coming up next season, Coach Jamarcus Shepard, he doesn't like pristine haircuts. He thinks they're weak. He wants his players to show up and only care about ball. Don't wear none of that weak ass cologne, them designer bags. I want you to show up wearing Carhartt, smelling like a hard day's work. And God damn it, if you get a haircut any more than once quarterly, you must not care enough about the team. All these pristine-ass haircuts. Y'all weak. Y'all weak as hell. Jasper, please, brother. You know what I mean? So 6 wide receivers entered the NCAA transfer portal. There's a little dog after the season ended. And I think that's just the nature of the game. I don't think that's an indicator on the state of like Alabama's program. At least from a 100,000-foot view, I wouldn't think that. Could be though. And then we have our final clip of the episode here.
So I'm scrolling on Fable.
On Fable.
And I see, what are you doing in this situation? What you mean?
It's called a lemon
Bitch,
seed.
I'm a ghost.
Bitch, I'm a ghost.
At this point, spirit gone.
What's going on with his
Soul
piece?
Levitated. Like, what I'm gonna do?
What I'm gonna do?
I might as well just lay down and sip on the rest of the pina colada I got, because my big ass ain't going, now.
What's his sexual orientation, dude?
I lay that.
My ass ain't going, nah, well. You know what I mean? Yeah, that was an old one that I just found in my camera roll. Sometimes when I'm on a plane, I get bored because there's no internet. I don't want to read. I don't want to meditate. I don't want to write. I just go through my camera roll. I think that's how I found it. I might be lying, though. I don't know. Yeah, man. Like this video. Leave a comment. Tell us what we should be talking about. I've been trying to just... I want to prepare for these shows, but I find that when I prepare for them and I create like outlines of like what exactly I'm going to talk about, like I find myself coming in stiff and it just doesn't work. So, I just haven't really been coming up with anything in advance before the shows, like any, like just kind of let it go where it goes. You know what I mean? But with that being said, leave a comment. Let me know what you think we should be talking about more on here, because it would be nice to have some input from the audience on what's engaging with them, what's resonating with them, this kind of thing, that kind of thing. Maybe I'll talk about my morning routine next episode, something like that. So y'all make sure y'all tune in for that. Subscribe for the channel so you don't miss it. And we'll leave you guys with... See if we can find us a tune here, huh? Amos ever had 90. Hope I said that right. This has been episode 51 of the Dupree Show.